We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 20. Five-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. In the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On play action, here's Nix. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run. Here's Deval Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
He'll dump this off to Achane. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Tua. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21G, 21G. Ready. 18. Watson, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. Touchdown! Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Broncos.
Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First down.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 42 yards. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Broncos 10, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
All right.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nick Westbrook Akine, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 14 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun is Nix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Watson, Oscar. Yeah, ready. Ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, set. Ready, T, with it. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. H.M. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Ready, two.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Sanders now to have the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 40-yard line.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my low.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bomb. Oh, I said.
Here's Nix once more.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's 4th down.
A final shot before break. Nix. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Hey, 21, T.A. Scat.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20, TX. Left, hut.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Broncos 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hey.
To throw, here's Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Franklin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's another Broncos first down.
On play action, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
28, Broncos 18.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Let's go, at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
on 3rd down, Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 18. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and 10. To throw is Nix. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the tight end goes in motion left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes,
this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now they'll change things up.
52 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix.
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And tough sledding. Again, maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll give this to Achane.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6. A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
First carry now for Alexander Madison.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Ready, Jack?
Going to run with Madison again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Go ahead.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
All right.
Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. And he will only be able to muster the 20. Hard line on that return.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Whoa! 44. Ready.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
That's good.
21G, 21G.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
2 and out on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Turbo 3, tip. Ready, keep.
Tua, going to give it to Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Turbo 2.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3. But that mark shows 1st down.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Ready, shot. Ready, T. 20 TX.
One more time, it's Achane. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready. Long. Out. Done. 20 TX. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th downs looming.
Solo left Zion.
They're going to go. It's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. Former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. He's a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Dobbins, and he will have a Broncos first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
A run with Dobbins. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
At the 26-yard line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 11.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. It'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. John Franklin Myers there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. We are through 1. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready. East right. Right team. Ice jab. Ice jab.
Once again, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here now, 3rd and 5. Well run with Achane. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
In motion, it's Waddle. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. Bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. Oh, this a push. He missed it. No good. And that'll keep the score right where it is. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, that's it.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Hey, 21's here.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. First down throw there is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Here's Nix. Forced to his right. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
A run with Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Quick throw there, and the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Nix gonna throw for it. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Riley Moss.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
They'll throw. It's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll mark them down just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first half.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Third and 11. Here's Nix to throw. Forced out left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Dobbins. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon, comes up just short, down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. For the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend the return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Chewing it on 1st down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. A gain of 48.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
In motion, Westbrook-Ikhine. Now, 1st down throw for Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Ready.
In motion, Westbrook-Ikhine. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
44. Let's go.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain
Ball
of 8.
on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Handoff now for Harvey. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready.
Toss, right side, that's Harvey. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
On the return, it's Hill. He gets free inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 103 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they gave him space to get started, and once he got started, they could not stop him for the punt return and the touchdown.
Well, Mike, what's that old saying? You can outkick your coverage. Well, in this case, it turned out to be true. There was so much distance between the coverage unit and the returner that when he has all that field to work with and all that green grass, he is a tough tackler. And in this case, he's able to take it all the way for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
They're on 27-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Draw play here for Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
On the give, this is Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. A run once more, that's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. That's a 42-yard.
Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. That's taken in by Achane. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back within 6. down. Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. It's Nix. Well, here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And 3rd down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That'll change. Out of bounds inside the 35. From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. A pickup of 44 yards.
Ready? My name is Shanahan.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of the 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Ready?
Working the middle, and Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A full knuckles on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
4. Here's Dobbins.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Nick's going to throw for it. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Solo left Zion.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's to the 25. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
In motion, it's Waddle. Once again, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua, give it to Achane, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They snap it to Tua. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. They'll drop to throw, and he cannot get away. Brought down, and that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Oh, my son. Ready. Joe.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, my son.
Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Second and 10. Now this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. A run with Dobbins. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Tyreek now to return it. He is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team.